Peace. This is a week ahead collective tarot for the YouTube channel, and if you're seeing this, you may have seen our little preview for TikTok that was posted earlier. This is new, and I will be trying my best to stick to this new commitment of doing tabletop tarot on YouTube. I love doing tarot and oracles, so if you hear me say tarot, I may mean oracle. I love toracles. So this is the Kim Cran's Animal Spirit deck. We will be using this for this week. And I love this deck so much. I love the packaging. I love the magic that comes inside of this box. And the guidebook is amazing. So I'm excited to use this. And I have a friend that has the Kim Cran's collection. And we were talking, and that's when I decided I'm going to use this deck this week. So we're just pre-shuffling. I will be doing my cleansing process, and just to add a little background, since we are just starting this as a series, I do a daily practice that takes about 1 hour. I do a nightly practice that takes about 1 hour. So my energy is very refined, very protected, but I also emit energy. So part of, we're not going to count these because we're pre-shuffling. Part of having an expanded aura and an expanded energy system is taking responsibility for my own grounding, taking responsibility for protecting myself, and taking responsibility for cleaning out my energy as I come in and out of interacting with other people's auras. So that's something that I'm committed to already. When I decided that I wanted to do a YouTube series, I just figured, like, why not? I already do this practice that's pretty strong and pretty, not lengthy, but I'm pretty dedicated to it in my normal life. So why not go to YouTube next? Why not expand further into what I want to do? And that's literally just talk about astrology and tarot and oracles and all things spirituality. That is truly what I am here to do. So I'm just going to go over some things. I may use this part of the reading in future readings. So I'm going to take the deck, and we're actually going to take it off the desk for now. And I have this little, like, notes that I have here. I'll leave this on here, actually, because I can reuse this. So writing things down is a way that I channel and divine. And I'm going to put this here because it's wiggling over here, getting my attention. Yeah, so this is what I have in store for you. In these collective readings, the question that I will be asking is, what guidance do you have for the Ascendant's collective highest good? And that is literally me asking my angels, my guides, my ancestors, and getting the question across to be answered through the cards by the guides. So the spread that I'll be using is the Celtic Cross modified. So I do use a Celtic Cross spread, but there are certain parts of the spread that are not traditional. So I just call it modified because it is either something that may pop up in the beginning or during, and I just add more cards and things will happen as needed for the collective. So next, if you would like to send tips, donations, or if you want to book a one-on-one virtual session with me to clarify You can always do that by Venmoing me at Ezra, EZRA dash or hyphen Rocha, ROCHA. You can also get me at PayPal. That's ezra.a.rocha@gmail.com. So EZRA_A_ROCHA@gmail.com. Or by just simply emailing me as EZ at the THE- or dash Ascendant ASCENDANT.com. So if you have any questions, just send an email there and I will literally do whatever I can to help you or get you where you need to be. If you like the content on our YouTube channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Next, how my collective readings work. So the cards will resonate with who they are meant to, and I post weekly collective readings for the people that follow my channel and my social media pages. You can find me on TikTok at the THE_Ascendant or Instagram at EZ_DE_LA_SOL SOL. So I hope you can see this here. I will drop those also in the video description so you can have easy access to them. And let's get this started. Again, I may use this audio for future videos just to make my video editing super fast and super efficient. So let's see. Now while I'm shuffling, I just want you to ground your energy and picture yourself just pulling back all of your energy from today, from your week, from all the people that you interacted with today, and just visualize that energy returning to you. And while you're doing that, just place intentions on your body to relax and to return to how you were when you came into this world. You had all of your own energy, all of your own inspiration, all of your own perspective, all of your own influence. You had your own vocabulary. You had your own way of thinking, and just return back to what that feels like. And while you're doing this, I just want you to tell your higher self to ground yourself to the center of the earth and to release any negative energy, release any energy that doesn't belong to you, and to release any energy from any blockages in your system, any stagnancy in your system, anything that could keep you from becoming grounded. So ground all of that out. And while you're doing all of this, just continue breathing. Focus your breath even more by exhaling through the mouth for 4 seconds, holding the breath out for 8 seconds, and then continue inhaling for 4 seconds. I think I said that wrong. Exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose. I'm just going to leave those out there for now. And once you are feeling this grounding energy or visualizing this grounding energy as it's occurring in your body, I just want you to focus on a specific color. So we're going to focus on amethyst, lilac, and the color of blueberries. Oops, just kind of messed that one up. Kind of started channeling myself. So now we're going to get into our Celtic Cross. And I'll start just flipping the cards over. We won't really think about what they mean. You just look at the symbols, look at the colors, and just kind of observe without going into too much detail. If you can't see some of these cards, I will adjust the overhead camera before we dive into the meanings. I'm just going to say that really quick because this is our first recording. There's more than likely going to be some things that need to be adjusted. We have our extras over here. These are the jumpers. Okay. So I'll give you a moment to just gaze at this spread and take in the energy, take in the meaning, and then we'll come back with an interpretation. Okay, welcome back. So I looked over this spread and we have about 3 pages of notes to go over. And basically the way this is going to work is that you will receive questions from me to journal over, to think over, to basically do shadow work within yourself. And then you can comment some of these things, you can email them to me. You don't have to share them publicly, you don't have to share them with me at all or anyone else. Whatever you're comfortable with, just as long as you're processing the energy and the questions that are posed and heeding the advice here, that is an amazing thing. That's what I'm intending for this channel. So first of all, we have the bottom of the deck and we have the Starfish. So this is you. This is your energy under the energy of water. It can be a water sign, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So the Starfish stands for beauty, something that is alluring, someone that is superficial or shallow, which it can be a negative, but it can also be a positive. Definitely someone that makes aesthetic choices. This is going to be a strength for. So the question posed here, are you attracting beauty or are you blinded by beauty? Excuse me, as I asked these, the way I was writing it, it just kind of, it changed over time. So the next question, are you manifesting your own dreams? A lot of us put manifestations into our work. And so are you making that balance between putting energy and intentions into your own things that you're working on and creating for yourself? Or are you giving that energy away to others and doing it so in a way that is not leaving room for you to make something for yourself? Next is surround and spend time with positive and uplifting friends. So I know right now it is a little hard to see people in person, but are you making time and are you setting space and intentions to be with your tribe? Be with the people that are going to support and create that foundation for you, to create that support system for you. Are you doing and giving to that? So next we have card 1, which is the heart of the matter. we have the Peacock, and that is under air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and oh, I'm so bad, Gemini. I'm so sorry, Gemmies. But yeah, so this card is the heart of the matter. The Peacock is about inner beauty and compassion, and also known to be the assimilator of anything, can complete anything, can get anything done. Are you accepting of yourself and others? Are you digesting resentment, conflict, or past pain to remain balanced and neutral? And that's a superpower. Like, if you're able to face people that you encounter throughout your day with neutrality, even though you may have past experiences with them, that is truly a superpower. So you're being asked here, are you doing this, or are you able to attempt to try to do this over the course of the next week? And we need time to establish habits. So starting this is the first step to starting a habit. Next is the situation. So we have the shark here, energy of water, and the shark stands for directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. And this is all under long-term energy, things that have been around for a while that are affecting your energy presently. So here's some questions. Are you being authentic and honest with yourself and others? A secret is circling and soon to be revealed. So one thing that I can expand on with this is, if you know that something is going to be revealed and it involves you, wouldn't you rather face it and say, hey, look, I did this, or this is what I'm trying to keep private. This is what I'm, not wanting to expose to the masses, but this is me authentically. How can you do that? Because everything around here is being affected by this shark circling around and is saying, I'm gonna take a bite off of the truth and everyone's gonna see. So next is card 3, and we have the lion under the energy of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This card, oh, I totally messed this up, did I? So this is the situation at hand that's affecting the heart of the matter and you. This card is the foundation, the long-term effects on this whole situation. So we have the lion. The lion is patient and regal and the master of their craft. And to become a master, you must have put in enough time to master everything within your realm of knowledge. That also comes with experimenting, seeing what works and what doesn't work, and learning from that process and moving forward. For some people, that can take a while, and for others, it can be instantly. Are you wasting energy and time and resources on something or people? And how can you bring more playfulness into your daily life? The lion can be a little too serious at times. So how can you return to a state of joy and playfulness and youthfulness? Next is card number 4. We have the frog with the energy of water. And this is the recent influences. So the frog resembles clearing, cleansing, and healing. Are you using water to heal and purify yourself? And I would suggest that you spend some time around lakes, rivers, oceans, baths, or showers, or even better, float tanks. Float deprivation tanks are an amazing thing, and they can help you kind of connect with your intuition more. Perhaps you're needing to connect with your guides. Perhaps you're meant to connect with your intuition. Perhaps you're meant to connect more through clearing out energy that no longer serves you, clearing out anxiety of things that are coming forward into the light, and making room for your own healing so that you can face things more balanced and more neutral. Next is if nothing changes. So if you do not take the advice of this deck at all, we have the Nightingale, air element, and the Nightingale represents fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. Are you self-healing with music? I know for some people that work in places where it's repetitive work or production line style of work, music is a big deal because it can feel a little oppressing to just continually work without the stimulation and healing that music brings. Also, are you speaking your truth, either verbally or journaling? Are you holding something back and not saying what's on your mind, what's affecting you, and it'll result in an outburst later? So how are you processing the energy that is getting caught here? This is basically telling me if you don't take any of the advice from this spread, that you're going to need to move energy from your throat to speak your truth. So if you don't heed the advice here, it's like, well, you're going to continue in this process of doing things and living through life where you're not being verbal, you're not being truthful. And the only way to move forward from that is to start making that a priority in your life. Next is card number 6, which is the immediate future. We have the Elk and the element of Earth. Earth is Taurus and Capricorn, and I am so bad. Taurus, Capricorn. Oh, how come I don't know this? Virgo? I believe it's Virgo? No, Virgo is air. Libra? So bad. I am so sorry to the signs. I'm just drawing a blank right now. Let's see. So the elk represents stability, resilience, they're headstrong, and this is the archetype of the father or even the son. So are you maintaining, following, and defining your values? And does your diet reflect your values? Does what you're putting into your body reflect what you're valuing, what you're prioritizing? I know a great way to ground is by eating junk food, but for some people, that can also be tied in with a binge. Like if I am trying to eat better, by telling myself, oh, I'm gonna ground with this junk food, I'm also being counterproductive because not only am I breaking my diet, but I'm saying it's okay because I'm grounding myself. So how can you honor your body and ground at the same time and respect your values? And if you don't know what that is, then maybe you need to spend some time defining what that is to you. What is important to you? Next is subconscious desires with the lizard. The lizard is instinctual, sensitive, and they're a dreamer. This is under the element of fire. When was the last time that you poured your energy into a creative project? And are your senses overwhelmed by the world? Are they overwhelmed by your world? How can you call your energy back and use it in a way where you're bringing yourself joy and creativity? Next is, these get a little tricky over here. So next is the influence of others. We have the elephant, element of fire. The elephant is unstoppable. This is an auspicious sign. They're wise. Are you building trust with others and yourself? So with your business relationships, with your romantic relationships, with your tribal relationships, are you building trust with other people? Are you building trust with yourself? Also take into account of removing trust from people and removing those people from your energy. Also, do you have or need obstacles to be set into place? So are you facing obstacles? I need to reorganize these. Are you facing obstacles, or are you needing obstacles to reroute energy? A great way to use obstacles is by setting boundaries with people. Setting boundaries with yourself, setting boundaries with your boss, setting boundaries with coworkers even. Or completely faced with tons of boundaries getting walked all over with notifications and messages and DMs and emails and all these different things that are driving our attention away from our reality in our life. Instead, we're spending our times on our devices to try to keep up with everything. So you may even need to put blocks in front of your tech time. That's definitely something that I need. So next is, let's see, the eagle, which is hopes and fears, the element of air. The eagle is all-pervading power, the truth seeker, and transforms karma. The eagle is also a sign of leadership, and this can be leadership especially in education and in communities. So are you using your light to explore the unknown? The eagle is radiating light, and this can be used as a lantern into the unknown. I'm having a very hard time speaking as I'm channeling at the same time. So you can use the energy of the eagle to explore the darkness. And this means and this is just what I'm getting. So exploring the darkness is say I have a project and I don't know how to go about completing it, but I am chosen by the team to do research and find a way to solve a problem. I'm going into the unknown. I'm going into a new area, a new territory that hasn't been explored by the team. And they trust that I will find a way to get this done. If not, then we can come together to create the solution. But how are you using your energy to do that? And is there a problem that you can solve in your life? Something small that you can do with this light. What can you do to take this light and transmute energy? What I'm also getting is, are you growing into leadership or wisdom? Are you helping build something for others? Are you helping other people to learn? How are you going about radiating this light in a way that will benefit other people? And by the way, when I channel, I burp. It's a way to release energy. But yeah, so that is card number 9. Card number 10 is the likely long-term outcome. So we have the fish, and this is the element of water. Resembles restlessness, change of focus, and being lost in the current. Set your intentions and make commitments with the moon. So I am constantly making intentions with each moon cycle, and then also making intentions for my long-term goals. So if you are feeling lost, if you feel like you don't know your path right now, write down your long-term goals, break those into smaller goals that you can accomplish, and give yourself deadlines that are realistic. And a great starting point is setting a 2-week deadline for yourself to get one of those small tasks done. And in no time, you'll be achieving something that took, you know, a quarter of a year or 5 years to make. You'll get there as long as you're being aware and conscious of what you're trying to achieve. Next is, what small goal can you accomplish this week? With the fish energy, what can you commit to? And make it one thing that you can commit to this week. Now we have our jumpers. I'm gonna clean this up because we are just all over. There's too many cards here. Let's move some things around. I get a little overwhelmed with these big spreads, and I just need to clean things up a little. Oh my gosh. So my virtual assistant totally just took over and hijacked my phone and scared me at the same time. So we have our jumpers here. You can choose to resonate with all of these, or one of them, or none of them. They're just messages that my guides pulled out for me to deliver to you. So first we have the firefly under the element of air, inspired and fleeting. How can you contain the light of 1,000 stars? That light is not sustainable, so when it comes, how do you utilize it? How do you record the energy? How do you manifest with the energy? How do you create with the energy? Next we have the moth, which resembles impulsive, hasty, and wishful thinking. Are you honoring your commitments and finishing your projects? Are you focusing too much on what is new and shiny? We tend to see insects flock to light bulbs at night. And so are you going to end up burnt out? What can you do to sustain your own energy here? Next is the mouse. And this is the earth element. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. Take a step back, spend some time doing what you enjoy. Is there a project or task that needs more attention? This is really important, especially right now because we are still in Mercury retrograde. And Mercury is in retrograde in Libra, which rules art and peace and relationships, and it's in the 3rd house, so it's also relating to conscious manifestations. We also have, I'm going to bring my astrology notes over here. We also have the air grand trine that's still going on. It's been going on for a bit, ever since we entered Libra season. So this is going to create an auspicious period for the air signs around thoughts and inspiration. And then we also have Uranus retrograde going on. So this is in Taurus, which rules slow and steadiness and the material world, material comforts. And that's in the 10th house. So it has to do with career and responsibilities. Then we also have the Neptune retrograde going on. So this is in Pisces, which is signified by mysticism, dreams, ideas in the 8th house, so related to transformation, upgrades, and paying your dues or paying your taxes, doing things legally, doing things by the book, doing the things the way they're supposed to be done. And if you don't understand or know how to do that, finding the people to get the job done. Next is okay, so we have some retrogrades that are ending, planets that are going direct, which is a great thing. We have first Pluto on the 7th. So October 7th, Pluto will go direct in the 6th house in Capricorn. So perfection and adding details in. is coming to mind. Capricorn is the sign that loves to work, that loves to create and produce. So how can you perfect what you're working on? How can you add more details to what you're working on? On the 11th, we have Saturn going direct in the 7th house of Aquarius. And this is in relationships and justice. So Aquarius is a free thinker, starting things that are new, creating things that are not normal, and giving back to people without question, including strangers. So we also have Jupiter going direct on the 18th in the 7th house in Aquarius, which is also relating to relationships and justice as well. It's awesome because Jupiter creates the laws and Saturn makes sure that you're abiding by the laws that were created. So this is amazing energy that's going to be coming up in the next few days. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm not going to do my spiel all over again, but I truly enjoy making these. I love doing readings for people. I love reading tarot and oracles for people. And I love it so much that I decided to put it on YouTube. You can navigate to my shop on Etsy. I have a link around here somewhere, but if you would like to book a one-on-one with me, you can always use the shop. Or if you would like to get an expanded reading from this specific collective reading, I am more than happy to meet with you and schedule something. So thank you again for supporting my page. Thank you for supporting the Ascendant, Healing, and Metaphysics. I will see you all later. Ixahan, love you.